what's up? Andy here, Evolve Movement and Health. I got my buddy Tim here. We're going to show you part 5 of the basic submission series, chokes from the back, okay? How to get there, one simple way to take the back, how to control the position, and how to finish from there. Okay guys, so first we're going to look at the chokes from the position. We're going to do it just seated for now, okay? So first off, basic, we have the hooks to control the body on the bottom side, and we have the seat belt to control on the top side. So a seat belt means one arm is underhooking underneath and one arm is overhooking here on the top side like this. So this is usually the choking arm. So what we want to do is we want to defend the choking arm as much as we can, or hide it, I could say. So the underhook arm is going to reach on the top of the choking arm. And that way it's harder for Tim to grab my wrist and my hand here. So it's harder to defend me from choking him, okay? So then usually the guys are going to grab the arm to defend. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to use the underhook arm to peel this arm off. We're going to grab the hand here, because then we have a better control. If I grab this one, it's easier for Tim to break and extend his arm. If I grab the wrist here and I punch it down, it's harder to get rid of my grip. So now he only has one arm to defend, so it's easier for me to slide up and try to go behind his shoulder blade here. And then from here, connect my head usually here, so it's harder to get the grip over the arm. So here, it's harder for him to grab the arm, and here he can grab over the arm and pull it back. So if I can, I'm going to slide, boom, bring my hand here, then bring this one back, grab my bicep, and immediately slide my arm back. So we have the basic rear naked choke. From here, I want to slowly start squeezing my arm. So my right arm is going to flex as much as I can and start activating my bicep. And the other thing we're doing is we're going to bring my chest forward. So I'm going to extend my back, making my chest big, and then pulling this arm back. So I'm going to do a slide rotation. So I'm going to squeeze and rotate my elbow. So I'm going to rotate this side to get the choke. So from here, squeeze my bicep, make my chest big, and rotate in. Okay? So one more time. So we're here. I'm going to defend this hand here, so it's hard for him to keep it, to defend it. Then peel this grip off, immediately slide up. And then from here, I'm going to not wait too long. I'm going to let go, and I'm going to go behind. So don't do like this, because then you can grab my arm, and then I'm going to do this and try and close it, but it's not going to work. So once you're here, I'm going to go behind straight away, and then boom, grab the bicep, okay? My head is going over my arm here, so it's really hard for him to peel this arm off, because my head is blocking it, okay? So don't leave your head out here, stay close like this. Squeeze your bicep, make your chest big, and rotate the right arm back, okay? So that's number 1, okay? So that's the no-gi basic version you can do. But of course we have collars here in the gi, so we're going to use them. So we're going to do a similar thing. This hand is going to grab the collar, it's going to open up. This hand is going to slide in, thumb inside, get a high grip, as high as you can. Make a good fist here. Now this hand is going to go to the other collar. Okay? Then once I have the 2 grips on the collar, the last grip I made, this one here, is going to pull down, and the other grip is going to turn. So I'm going to do the same rotating motion that I did with the rear naked choke. I'm going to pull this elbow back, and therefore pulling the collar into his neck here. Okay, so if I have both grips, pull this one down and turn. Yeah. To put more strength on the submission, I could put the foot here on the hip and go to the side, and then I'm going to pull with the arms and push the foot down. So you get a stronger choke, okay? Important detail if you do a choke like this is that the choking grip here, I cannot open the elbow, because that's what Tim wants. He wants to grab here and bring his head underneath, boom, and escape. Of course, I still have armbar option from there, but my main focus is setting up the choke and finishing straight away with the choke, okay? So one more time, we're here. I'm gonna open the jacket with my left arm, get a thumb inside grip high on the collar with my right arm, and then my left arm is going to the far collar. Once I have a grip, doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be really high, but I need to be able to pull it down so I take all the slack away, okay? Then from here, keep my elbow connected to his body, pull down, pull, and if you want to put extra force, usually in sparring you're on your sides, so you can put the foot on the hip here and push down and then get the choke. Okay guys, so next thing I want to discuss is which side to go. Sometimes you just end up on a certain side, or sometimes you can choose which side. What I mean is, here I have the overhook, here I have the underhook. Okay, so if we go to our right, and the underhook is on the bottom, yeah, we can also be landing in the other position where the underhook is on the bottom. Okay, both positions work, both positions you can submit. Okay, but there's a slight difference. It's a little easier for Tim to escape on this side. Okay, so I can still clear the arm. I could trap it with my leg if I like, and I could go for the basic choke, rear naked choke, no-gi style. I could still get a collar grip, get the other collar, put the foot on the hip, pull my elbow back and push him down, get this choke. So it's still possible, but it's easier for Tim to escape from here. What he can do, he can try to put his head on the mat, turn into me, clear my bottom hook, and then he gets out like this, okay? So what's important is that you have a recovery drill from there to keep the position and to maybe even improve the position or to go straight away to a choking finish. So if we have the seat belt here or the collar grips, you can use both are good. So let's say because we're doing the gi techniques today, we have grips like this and we're on the side. So if we have the grip here and the grip there, and Tim is going to escape, then I can let him go, but important is that I go on turn to my hip to the floor and pull the choking arm down, and from here walk towards him like this. Now the leg that's closest to his head, I'm gonna make a pillow, so I'm gonna bring the knee and slide my instep towards his back, and then from here I'm going to pull him over to the left side and swing this leg over. So from here I regain the back mount position, and now the interesting thing is I am on the underhook side. So in this position it's a little harder for Tim to escape the classical way. This, at least in my opinion, is the back position that I feel I have more control and it's harder for them to escape. So I like, if I have the previous position, I don't mind them escaping. I try to recover like this, and now I have an even better spot. And if you have a good grip, you could already in the transition here be choking him, and then the fight's over. Okay? So with no-gi, you regain the position. You can start working, but if you have the gi grips, you can straight away submit the guy. I'll show you what I mean. So, that's it. So let's say we have these grips and we're on this side where it's easier for Tim to escape. So he's trying to make his move and escape out. He's clearing my hook. I pull my elbow back, turn to my hip and knees. Then I make the pillow close to his head. I swing the leg over, and here straight away I swing the other leg over the shoulder here. You can sometimes cross your legs, and from here we have a strong choke straight away. Right. So next, guys, we're going to have a look at how to take the back in a certain scenario. There's one way that I like that can happen when your opponent is on his back, but he's turned to his side. So if he's on this side, it's very basic, but it works really well. So sometimes you're passing the guard, or you're having a knee on belly position, and he's trying to escape from it, and you spin around and you land here and he's still on his side. If he's on his side and I'm here and I can block his arm with my chest, then I can keep him here on his side. And I can make a seat belt, or I can make a gift wrap, Kimura grip variation like this, or I could get the gi grips that I showed with the choke. And from here, I can do a back take, okay? So I'll show you first from this angle, then from a different angle. So what I'm gonna do, I get first my grip, so either it's gi, or it's seatbelt, or it's with the arm control. Then what I wanna do is I want my, in this case, my right knee that's closest to his head. I want it high and connected to his shoulder. And I put my whole lower body connecting to his back. Then from here, I want to sit back, and then I want to insert my leg here. Sometimes people will make themselves smaller, so then swinging over doesn't always work. If that happens, try to bring your foot here and try to slide it in like that, okay? Once it's there, then you pull him to your left side, and then from here, you take the back, okay? So I'll show from a different angle. So now, if Tim is on his left, and we've managed to get here, and I catch his arm with my back. I get the same grips. I can choose gi, no gi, or with the arm. Now, in this case, my left knee is going close to his shoulder, and I'm gonna rotate my leg in, putting my shin and my instep close to his back. So when I sit back, it's an easy roll for me. I can sit back easy like this. Then I'm going to try and bring my foot in here and then pull him and take the back, okay? Once you have the back from here, make sure the bottom hook is nice and high so it's harder to jump off. I don't want him to clear my hook. Yes, so get the hook nice and high. And the second foot, I like to put on the hip, on the bottom part of his femur of his top leg, so I can control the position from here. I can keep pushing him down if I want. If I have a choking grip, I can pull him into the choke again, or I can push him away, going for an arm lock. Lots of options. So one more option. It happens a lot that, for example, you're passing the guard, the guy doesn't want to let you score points, they're going to turn to their knees. So there's always a window of opportunity to get a back take. So when people turtle, I'll show you a way to take the back. It's just basic. So if somebody turns to his knees, then the idea is that I want to get a seatbelt grip, dig my knee in, and use my second leg to open the foot and then go for the back. So first thing, I don't want to be too far in with my arm here, so I'm going to be close to the hip but not all the way in, so he cannot pull me over and then reverse me. So I'll stay here close. My knee is connecting to his leg but is behind his, so I'm not in front of him, I'm behind him, okay? Then first thing you're going to do is you're going to try and dig your arms in to get a seat belt. Soon as you grab the seat belt, of course you're not going to stay here because then he can still flip you over. So as soon as you grab the seat belt, I'm going to turn towards his feet and push this knee in. So I'm going to push this knee in, and I'm going to lean towards the front here. So my second foot here, this one, is going to try and get in between his feet so that I can pull his leg open, and at the same time the knee that's inside here is going to try and push his knee inside. So I can use my knee or my shin to push inside and use this leg to pull outside. So it's opposite directions, making it harder for him to stay in the turtle position. So once I have the grips, my knee is in, I have the foot in the center here, I'm going to drive my leg inside and pull the heel open and lean back. And then from here, I can kick the bottom leg out to get the hook. then we have the seat belt, and we have the bottom hook. Usually the guy will make himself small, so I cannot get the second hook straight away. You could already start attacking, so you're making him think of two things, defending the choke and defending the hook. So I'm trying to build the choke from here already. At the same time, what I can try and do, I can try to hook my legs here, pinch the knees, and try to extend my back and hip, so I open up here and I can get the hook. Yeah, and then try and go finish with the choke. So show you guys from a different angle now. You turn, yeah. A little bit over there. A little bit more. Yeah, perfect. So, like I said before, my knee behind his knee, but connecting to the body. Then I'm going to dig my seatbelt in. As soon as I get the seatbelt, so as soon as I connect, this knee is going to drive in, and I'm going to look at his feet. So drive the knee in, start looking at his feet. I start leaning to my left. So the more I lean into his neck and to my left in this situation, the more his hip will elevate a bit, and the easier it is for me to bring my foot in here and then peel the leg open here like this, and then drive my left shin into his knee. So drive in, boom, then I can kick out. Then from here, I can try to do the same as before, extend, get the hook, and try to get the submission. So guys, that's a wrap for part 5, chokes from the back. I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, let me know if you have any questions or you'd like to see some variations on the finishes or back takes. All the questions are welcome. Evolve your jiu-jitsu.